នៅក្រោមដើមពោធិព្រឹក្សដែលជាទីកន្លែងត្រាស់ដឹងនៅអនុត្តរសម្មាសម្ពោធិញ្ញាណរបស់ព្រះសាស្តាសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធនៅក្នុងពុទ្ធសករាជ2550មានបណ្ដាឧបាសករួមគ្នាឧបសម្បទាគោរពថ្វាយជាព្រះរាជកុសលបានកើតមានដល់កងទ័ពធម៌ជាក្រុមបុគ្គលដែលបានឧទ្ទិសខ្លួនដើម្បីរួមគ្នាគាំទ្រលើកស្ទួយការពារនិងថែរក្សាព្រះពុទ្ធសាសនាដោយនៅក្រោមឈ្មោះថាជំរំពោធិកាយា980
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special interview between me, Khmer time, with the Kun Supachai Vurapuchung, is Secretary General of the Buddhikaya Institute based in Bangkok. Kun Supachai, thank you very much. I've seen you this morning that you were very happy. And tell me what happened today, why you're so happy today.
It's the, how to say, it's the belief, you see, and the passion, because I'm the Buddhist and I was a monk myself 2 times. The first time when I was only 27 years old, I was a monk for 45 days, you see, and after that, 13 years ago, I was a monk again in India under the banyan tree in Gaya city for 10 days. So that means, as you know, after to be a monk for 2 times, in the second time, this is, changed my life. Because when I was a monk in India, I seen all the 4 places of the Lord Buddha, where the Lord Buddha was born, in Lumpini 1. Where the Lord Buddha, have the enlightenment under the banyan tree in Gaya. And after that, we visit, the Isita Marukatayawan, Varanasi, where, we are, the turning the wheel of the Dhamma, you see. And the last place, is the where the Lord Buddha have passing away, Kuchinaka. So I seen all, the place myself, you see, and I studied the Buddhist when I was among there. So I feeling that I don't want to become a normal people or becoming to be a businessman. This is my second time. And I feeling that I should be a monk. I continue. I feeling like that. But because, I run the business for my family, for my father, my mother, I have no one to in charge the business. So I need to resign from the monk to becoming the businessman. So that's why I set up the institute, Pothikaya Vicharaya 980. You see, by the support of my family, my father, my mother, who are, the chairman of, the Virapuchong Foundation. So that means I'm lucky that my mom and my dad support me. Otherwise, I have no money, to funding, all the event.
Why this even today's and Buddhism important to your life and your family, to yourself and your family?
I think this is the principle of, our, I may say that human being who was born in Mekong River basin, because this is our grassroots. So you imagine, our land here, you see, 2,300 years ago by, the mercy of, the King Asoka Maharaj from India. He is the one who sent, Pathamatut, you see the route number 8, to expand the Buddhism in Suvarnabhumi land. And Suvarnabhumi land, this is the name that been raised by our great Lord Buddha 2,600 years ago, when he's still alive, that in the future there will be a great land we call golden land, or Suvarnabhumi land. This is the word from the mouth of the Lord Buddha when he's still alive. That will be really Buddhism land. So that's why, when I study, I be a monk, in India, and after, I, ask, the mercy from the Somdet Phra Sangkharāja from 5 countries, or the chairman of the Sangharat in each country, to sending Pathamatut recruit, to study in India for 6 years continuous. And each class, they allow, 4 months. So we study the meditation, we call, the Pariyat, Patibat, Pativet. You see, that means you got to understand the text of the Buddhist first. After you understand, you need to practice. When you practice, that means you patibat, that means vipassana kammathan. Until you have pativet, that means you have the enlightenment at the end. So this is the goal. I may say that the goal of the people who was born in this land must understand the Buddhist to be a good people. You see, we need to respect the goodness, not respect the money or not respect the power, So in the old time, we respect the good people. Yes.
So describe the second times of the Dharma Yatra, or the whole schedule. Can you describe about that? When did it start, and which country is going to be across, and how to end it up?
Yeah, so this time really unique. because we already experienced Dharma Yatra 2 years ago the first time in our history in Suvarnabhumi land. So this time we are consulting with many the high level of Sangharaja, you see, and government people, and also together with our director and consultant. So it's coming up that in the old time this land we call Jetla. I'm talking about the Khmer Empire first, before Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, and may say about 1,500 years ago, we call Jetla. So this Jetla, this is the land that expand the Buddhism. You see, and especially in Angkor Thom, between the Chai Varaman, the seventh, the great king. You see, this is the center of the Mekong River in the southern part to expand the Buddhism in the old time. And I'm talking about Chiang San in Thailand, where we gonna do the opening ceremony.
In Chiang Rai.
Yeah, Chiang Rai, under the province of Chiang Rai, but we call Chiang San. This is the big empire in the old time we call Anachak Chiang San.
Oh, Anachak.
Anachak Chiang San. Or even before Chiang San, we call Yonok. Anachak Yonok. I'm talking about 1,500 years ago. So the place that we gonna start, the Dharma Yatra this year, this is the center of the Buddhist monastery that expand the Buddhism in the old time. Next to Mekong River. And today it's next to the border. If you go up to the mountain of the Pathat, Phangau, we're gonna start the Dharma Yatra this year. You will see Laos.
Next each other.
Next each other, and you will see Myanmar. You see the border next each other. So that's why I choose this land. You see, and after opening ceremony on the second day, we will move to Myanmar. To Myanmar, we go to Chan State, to Chiang Tung City. Chiang Tung also the part of Chiang San 1,200 years ago. This is the part. In the old time, this is the same empire. Today totally changed. So that means we are going, to the land of the Lord Buddha, that very famous, and have the very good reputation 1,000 years ago.
So who will be participate? Who are they? How many people?
The combination will be the monk from Sangharaja from 5 countries. That means from the Kingdom of Cambodia, Kingdom of Thailand, you see Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam. You see the combination will be the monk, and also the second part will be the media from 5 countries we join, and also the government people and the working group of each country. It's a combination.
So how they going to march, by car, by walking, or by
it's a combination. Normally, most of the traveling, we using the bus. Because it's a long route. Altogether, around 2,200 kilometers that we've been traveling this time. Altogether, 5 countries. So mostly we use, the bus and the van. But will be some part that we will be walking Dharma Yatra. You see, and maybe 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers for 1 hour, for 2 hours, depend on the country that allow or appropriate or not. So this is the route.
So the five country leaders and the who were some monks in every country that fully support on this project.
Yes, because all the Sangharaja or the chairman of the Sangha in every country also accept to be the honorary advisor of Pothikaya Vicharaya since 10 years ago. This is we have the long history, not just to know the Somdet Sangharat, because we are invited. We invited, you see, the Pathamatut to join the class, as I told you, since the 12 years ago already, and been recruited by the chairman of the Sangha or Sangharat of each country recruit, to send the monk from their country to join the class in India. You see.
What the outcome you expected from the Dharma Yatra this time?
I think that what we are expected, I just would like to give the awareness that in this land is we call the spiritual land or Saksit, Anachak Saksit, because this land is already accept the Buddhist more than 2,300 years ago since Asoka Maharaj. So that means we already have a lot of Ariya Song. You see, Ariya Song หรือ Ariya เจ้า. So that means the monk that already have the enlightenment, you see, we call Nippian. There are a lot, in this Mekong River basin, similar to the Lord Buddha that have the enlightenment nearby, Nelanchala River, exactly the same. So the reason why Mekong River, because most of the high monk or Ariya Song, they was born along Mekong River. So you imagine the northern part is a southern part of China, is a Yunnan state, and come down, through Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam.
Right.
So along this Mekong River, there are 1,000 monks that been Nippian already
Right.
2,300 years ago. So see the part that we feel.
One word I really interested that you just mentioned this morning. You say within the 5 countries we have the same father, which is the Buddha, and the same mother, so Mekong. Can you explain to the audience what you mean by that?
What I mean, is like a comparison. You see, we are believe in the Buddhist.
Right.
So that means we respect the same father, right? The great Lord Buddha,
Right.
Siddhartha, Somana Kodom, whatever that we call.
Right.
You see, or องค์พระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้า I respect, you respect. Everyone, in our 5 country, 5 land, respect.
Right.
So comparison like we have the same father. And again, we are born in Mekong River Basin, right? So it's like was born in the same village.
Right.
If you're thinking that Mekong River is a big,
Right.
today it's big, but imagine that if we compare that, we are born in the same land.
Right.
So that means we have the same mother.
Right.
So we have same father, same mother. What it mean? We are brotherhood, but brotherhood of the Buddhists. So the Buddhists, that means we not hurt any single one.
Right.
We not hurt yourself.
Right.
This is the meaning of Sila.
Right.
Sila, we have the 5 forbidden Sila. But actually the key word of Sila, that means whatever you do in your life, you never hurt anyone or not hurt yourself. That means you are under Sila. You
Right.
don't have, to understand 5 forbidden. But whatever you practice every day, you not hurt anyone, not hurt yourself. That means you under Sila.
Right.
So this is very important. That our Buddhists, we are like a relative.
Right.
You may come from Cambodia. I was born in Thailand.
Right.
I have a lot of friends
But
in
we
Vietnam.
drink the same Mekong River.
Yes, but we are born in the same.
Mean our blood also have the Mekong
Yes,
water.
yes,
Right?
the same blood.
The same blood.
You see,
Right.
so I just would like to convey this message, to all the Mekong River, the basin. You see, the people to
Right.
understand this kind of wording, to keep continue according to the government policy as
Right.
a AEC, right? We have AEC, the ASEAN
Right.
community. So without the common trust,
Right.
I don't think that we can combine to be AEC, but we should have one common trust that we have no problem. No have to argue together between among you and me, Thai, Khmer, okay, or Vietnam or Myanmar. Common practice is we believe in
Right.
the Lord Buddha.
Well, I think the 5 countries we have some bad history before. Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam have some issue, which is we lose the we have been some violence and lose love, and we also lose the trust and the low morality. And how the Buddhisms and especially the Dharma Yatra that lead by you these days will reclaim back the non-violence, love, truth, and the high morality.
So you got to understand, we call Lokatham. I don't know you understand Lokatham or not. Lokatham, that means the world is moving. The mind and the spirit and the belief of the people keep changing. You see,
Right.
this is the world. So when you're talking about the past, we cannot fix the past, brother. The past, we may have the war. We may have problem like 400 years ago, 500 years ago, whatever. This is the past. But the Lord Buddha teaching us to be with today. Single minute today.
Today, yeah.
You see, your spirit and your mind, you need to focus with today and make every single second, single minute to be the right thing. That means not hurt anyone, not hurt yourself. That means Sila.
Right.
You see, and you got to have, no more bias. Because the Lord Buddha said we have bias, 4 kinds of bias. The bias of love, of hate. You see, the bias of afraid, and the bias of you lost the way. So the people in Suvarnabhumi land should understand and not follow the bias. You should not follow your emotion.
Right.
Sati, that means you follow your sati. You got to practice. That means the Lord Buddha teaching us to practice meditation.
Right.
So what I gonna answer to you, brother, is we cannot change the past. We don't know the future. Today I make good man.
Right.
I can be bad man, brother, tomorrow. Imagine if someone bad today, you can be good or not. They can change.
Right.
So that means the Buddhists talking about the forgiveness.
Forgiveness, yeah.
Very important. You see, so that means if you asking me like that, I said that we don't have to worry about the past,
Right.
that we already passed. We learn from the past why it caused the problem, and we fix the problem from the original of the problem we call Ariya Sapsi. You see, this is the text. And after that, you don't have to worry about the future because it's not coming yet. We don't even know. You cannot guarantee that I'm going to be a good man.
Right.
Maybe I'm going to be a bad man. I can be in jail
Right.
one day, right? You see? So your mind, your sati must be with today.
Right.
Make today right. Tomorrow we right.
Right. You think the 5 countries at the neighbor, they really care, especially the leader, they really care about the Buddhism. I mean, some monks or whatever who really care about Buddhism, but the leader, are they really interested in using Buddhism in leading their country, their people?
This is a good question, brother. Yeah. Good question. Because, I'm not the leader.
Yeah.
But again, we call Buddha Bodhisattva.
Right.
Now, Buddha Bodhisattva, that means the Lord Buddha, told Pha Anon.
Right.
You see, before he passing away.
The
Pha Anon asking the Lord Buddha that, who God that represent you when the Lord Buddha passing away. So the Lord Buddha answered to the Pha Anon that Pha Tham will represent me. If you understand Pha Tham, you see me. This is the word of the Lord Buddha, right? So that means, today we should be respect with Dhamma. I don't know that, the leader respect or not. I cannot answer on his behalf.
Right.
But again, as this land is a succeed land, and we have the great king, all the leader in the old time believe in the Buddhist. So I do believe that most of the leader in this spiritual land respect the Buddhist, respect the Lord Buddha. Right. But sometimes they may have, some surrounding, some ambient, some situation. You see, that not easy to handle. You know what I mean?
Right.
But again, on our side, Bodhikaya and all the alliance, we do hope that this Dharma Yatra will initiate some sparking belief to every single one. You see?
Yeah.
We just, the belief like that.
Right.
You see, that from the small group, and after that, then we have the joy, expand to be like a big snowball.
Right.
So if we can input those beliefs to every single one, you see, especially the leader, very important because the leader, they have the mechanism, to change this region.
They're the one who make decision.
Yes. So it's very important, and I do believe that every leader in our spiritual land, 5 countries, they do have Dhamma already.
Right.
You see, but we cannot, really understand because sometimes politics or the business, you see, maybe not comply very well, with the principle of the Buddhist.
Right.
But again, I would like to say that we must walk in the middle way, not too extreme.
Right.
Both sides.
Right.
You see, the Lord Buddha said that his life, he already extreme in Kam Sukha Luka Nuyoko.
Right.
That means Lokiya. The Lord Buddha himself,
right.
he already stepped on that mistake.
Yeah, he has wife, he has son
yes,
as
he
well,
has
right?
many wives, 5,000 girls.
Right.
He was married when he was 16 years old,
right.
and he was a monk when he was 29, right?
Right.
So that means between 13 years, he has so many wives.
Right.
He enjoyed his swimming, and after that, he become a monk. He becoming, we call the Atta Kilamathanuyoko, extreme in hurt himself,
right.
like a belief of the Hindu.
Right.
You see, so he stepped on those mistakes. So I don't believe that every leader will step on the mistake. I step on the mistake. But the mistake will create you the wisdom, the good sample that will not step on that mistake again.
Right.
So I do believe that every leader or everyone, not only the leader in the government, but the leader in the business side, the leader in Sangha, or even in the government official, I think that they grow up and they understand. But again, the ambient very important.
Right.
If let's say that yourself, media, and the people understand, so that means everyone will understand it's a big snowball. We need to initiate the snowball, brother.
Yeah. Khun Supachai, I see your wisdom in Buddhism quite a lot and very open-minded. That's very good. And I understand that this Dharma Yatra also crossed the Myanmar, right?
Yes.
But why don't you plan across the Rakhine province, where is Rohingya people and Myanmar is Buddhism? Can Dharma Yatra this time send a clear message to Buddhist country like Myanmar, especially leaders of Myanmar, to treat the Rohingya people better through this Buddhism?
This is very complex. You ask me a very complex question. You see, the Yakhai state, is the state that nearby the Bangladesh. You see, Muslim country, as you know, the history well, it's been divided by English colonial, you know, in 19, if I'm not wrong, 1948 or something, right? You see, so it's a very politic. And Yakai, you know, is a far state, you know, from my border, so very far. So my first answer is it's not so easy for Dharma Yatra to go to Yakai because you got to pass, you know, the Thai border, you know, to Yakai. That, you know, the far, you know, the distance is of, you know, the state, you see, second one. And the second question, the second answer is, it's not so easy, you see, to initiate Dharma Yatra in Yakai at this moment because it should be approved, you know, by the
Burmese authority.
Yeah, by the Myanmar government, you see. And again, they have a lot of, you know, how to say, the distrust, I may say, not because a long history, you see, in that area. So this question you answer me is difficult for me to answer, but what I would like, you know, to tell you that 2 years ago, you see the Myanmar, they have, you know, the Myanmar Theravada Association, and they set up, we call ABC, ASEAN Buddhist Community, and they asked, you know, our institute to be the co-founder. That I go to Yangon, you see, and sign the MOU to set up the ABC. That means ASEAN Buddhist Community. We try to help, you see, somewhere, somehow, to initiate the Buddhist cluster, you see, among our brotherhood, to understand and keep in the principle of the Buddhists. The Buddhists, normally, we not hurt anyone. You see, this is the common belief. You see, but sometimes it depends on the emotion. Again.
But how to avoid a wrong belief of Buddhism? Buddhism is great and Buddha is excellent, but but people who follow the methods of the Buddha misunderstand. For example, like the Khmer, like Pol Pot, make a change because he also Buddhist country. And how to avoid in the future, according to your wisdom on Buddhism, how to inform the leader that in the future should be lead country like Khmer Rouge, like Pol Pot, because we are ASEAN, we are Buddhism country.
If you're talking about, you know, the Buddhist belief, you got to understand the word Buddha. You know the word Buddha, right? Buddha, you know, in Thai we call ผู้รู้ผู้ตื่นผู้เบิกบาน รู้ that means you know yourself, right? You got to know yourself. So I do believe that all the leader, they can fix themselves. Otherwise they cannot be a leader. They know that they make right or wrong. I think they know because this is the common sense. They know. I think they know well. They call Buddha. But again, it depends. This is the Pajek, individual belief. But very important, the Buddha teaching us not to have the bias. So that means the leader should understand well. I cannot criticize, you see, but I can say that the Buddhist, the Lord Buddha teaching us not to bias. Bias why? I told you again, bias because of love. Bias because of hate. Bias because of you lost the way. You get lost with your mindset, right? And bias because of afraid. This is 4 kinds of bias. That the leader, or not only the leader, but every Buddhist belief should not have bias. Not easy, brother. But again, this is the text of the Lord Buddha. I cannot say anything. I cannot criticize anyone because it's not me. The Lord Buddha not allowed. But what I'm gonna say is, we need to convey those message as a good Buddhist, as I'm Pachim Wai. I'm 57 years old now. I'm the father. I need to teaching my children. You need to teaching your children. This is your duty. If all the family, every single family, teaching like that, all the family combination combined gonna be the country. This is the belief.
But Khun is the world now is technology, is the is modern technology. Would you think that the Buddhism can be stay longer or could be affected by the very developed technology, mobile phone here and there? I've seen a lot of monks using mobile phones, see pawns or maybe rape or maybe have some girl. Is that going to be changed or is it going to be affected by the world technology?
For sure, the world changing a lot today. Globalization. You see, digital world. We cannot stop them. So that's why I would like to running this campaign to have the world balance. Today we are more extreme and we are easy access to all the lokiya. I will call the kilet tanha.
Right.
You see, it's easy. You see, as you mentioned, the monk can access to the internet to see the porn movie easily. Only 1 second you can see it.
Right.
Not like an old time. So that means it's not balanced now because the world changed a lot with the digital world.
Right.
So that means you need to input the principle of the Buddhist belief to balance our Buddhist people.
Right.
If you not do it today, I think will be chaos.
Right.
Sooner or later. So that's why we are facing a lot of change in the old time. So you imagine, brother, Pukam dynasty, Pukam in Myanmar, 1,000 years ago. You see, the monk misleads until, what the Lord Buddha forbidden, like I have affair with the girl. In the old time, 1,000 years ago, in Pagan, in Pukam, the monk upside down said that, the girl who was 14, 15 got to bring to the monk first to have the affair, to have good luck. So you imagine the Buddhists go down like that. It's already happened 1,000 years ago until the king, you see, Anothara Mangshor, the great king of Myanmar, find a way how to fix the belief of the monk, of the Buddhists in their land.
Right.
So they have no good monk. So they're asking, you see, the king Manuha from the Mon Empire to sending the monk and Patai Pidok to change the belief. Prat Manuha not sending the monk, so he's sending the troop to fight. You see, and he fight until he won.
Right.
And invited Patai Pidok and the monk from Mon state to teaching and change Pagan.
Right.
And after change Pagan, you imagine Pagan today more than 5,000 stupa. So that means the Buddhists up and down all the time. We call Kot Tai Rak, Anicang, Tukkang, Anatta.
Right.
Everything will change, brother.
Yeah.
Even my life, I meet you today. I don't even know tomorrow I will wake up or not. So that means I thinking about Morana Nusti every single day. I feeling that this is the last day of my life.
Right.
I met you, my brotherhood. Even we are coming from the different country,
Sure.
but our mind believe in the same thing.
Right.
We are brother. So this is what I believe.
Yeah. I have a few more questions before we end up. What is your overview Buddhism these days? Are they go forward in positively or negatively?
As you know, Tairak, Anicang, Tukkang, Anatta,
Right.
they always change. So that means the people today, even myself, I'm not going to say I'm the good man, brother. I'm not a good man. I still broke a lot of five forbidden, even today. You see, I'm not strictly, I still drink.
Right.
I admit, I still drink.
Right.
I still smoke. I still have affair of the lady.
Right.
I confess. You see, but again, I try to balance me.
Sure.
Because sometimes when you are born to be human being, you see the Lord Buddha teaching from Dhammacakkappā Vattana Sutta,
Right.
the first pasut that running the Dhamma view to Panchavakki in Isitta Marikataiwan. He talking about one word very important for the Buddhists. We call Matchima Patipatha, the middle way.
Middle way.
Middle way. So that means you are a human being, a businessman. I still need to take care
Right.
my customer. I still need to drink.
Right.
You see, but what I drink, I know myself
But
that I'm not.
but doesn't mean demand less, right?
Uh-huh.
But doesn't mean demand less. Middle way, but doesn't mean demand less. As a businessman, as a people, should be practice demand less, not taking a lot of wealthy or something like that. You mean?
No, we're not thinking like that, but we thinking about the natural way.
Right.
You see, when you are, in the social life,
Right.
you see, like I run the business, like a hotel, pharmaceutical business, television business, whatsoever, I have customer.
Right.
You see, sometimes I enjoy dinner,
Yeah.
lunch with my customer. Normally we
Yeah, I
drink.
want you to explain more about that, using the Buddha method in leading your business. Can you explain to our audience in English, because we listen in Thai, but might good to explain how do you do that, because not many people practice Buddhism leading business and country like yourself.
I would like to say easy thing, simple way. The Lord Buddha not teaching very complex story or complex, text. The Lord Buddha teaching very simple. For the first 15 years that the Lord Buddha after enlightenment, he teaching about Anupupikatha. Anupupikatha, that means the Lord Buddha teaching the people in the old time, you imagine 2,600 years ago, to believe in heaven and hell. To believe in good thing and bad thing first.
Right.
You need to input this story. You see that if you do good thing, your spirit นะ
Yeah.
This is your asset that you can bring next life goodness but sorry in this world we have no unit to count the goodness
Right.
we have unit to count how much money we have so the good thing that means you know yourself
Right.
you see you know yourself that means ปัจจตัง that means you know yourself this is the teaching of the Lord Buddha
Right.
you see that you got to know yourself right,
Right.
so what the Lord Buddha said that every Buddhist believe you should not hurt anyone whatever you do
Right.
I would like to clarify like this
Okay.
you see don't have to go to the detail but whatever you do in the business that if you not hurt yourself that means you under the Buddhist belief
Okay.
not only any other people even yourself if you hurt yourself that means you are
Okay.
not under Sila นะ
Okay. So I have no question, but I'd like you to take a few words to the audience who is a Buddhism country and the leaders and youth, especially about the Buddhism. How do we perform ourselves to be a better person? Please.
To be a better person, at the first step, you need to have, the good teacher. You see, when you was born, no one learn by yourself,
Right.
or even understand everything by yourself. Only one people that can learn by yourself and have the enlightenment is the Lord Buddha.
Right.
So the first thing is you need to have the good teacher. You see, the good teacher and good friend we call กัลยาณมิตร I don't know in Khmer.
Yeah,
what we call.
Kalyana.
Same นะ
Yes, yes.
Okay, กัลยาณมิตร The Lord Buddha talking, chanting about พระสุตตะพระสุตตะมงคล38 มงคล38 Every time you organize the birthday chanting, whatever to blessing at your home, always the monk will blessing with the มงคลสูตร38
Right.
That means มงคลสูตร38 principle. The first one the Lord Buddha said, to born to be a human being. You see, the มงคล number one, to have the good friend, กัลยาณมิตร
Right.
So that means if you have the bad friend, your life may go down because your friend lead you down.
Right.
You see, so that means it's very important that you have the good friend and have the good master. For me, myself, I compare myself. I'm lucky. I have all the Sankharaja teaching me, like my master, my guru.
Right.
I'm lucky, brother. I'm not the good man, but I'm lucky to have the good master, good teacher, and I'm lucky I have good father and mother who really respect in the Lord Buddha. My mom, she was a nun when she was 16 years old, bald head. My mom, for 3 months.
Right.
My mom. So that means I'm lucky that I have the teacher at my home since I was born. And after that, when I grow up, I have a good teacher in my life again. Is my dad to teaching me for the business.
Right.
And also again with all the monk, high monk,
Right.
that I was a monk 2 times, teaching me about Dhamma.
Right. So what is your next life expectation? What do you want to be? A king?
No,
leading?
come on. I never thinking about any hat. You see, I don't want, to be the position, in the whatever. You see, because we call anatta. I do believe in Tairak, Anicang Tukkhaṃ Anatta. Whatever that you have, one day, you will return to the Mother Nature. Even your body,
Right.
today, do not belong to you. This is belong to the Mother Nature. The water, fire, earth, wind.
Right.
You see, the Mother Nature. The fourth element, this is my body.
The whole body, yeah.
I cannot control anything of my life. I cannot control how to be healthy. I was sick. Sometimes I be in the hospital 1 month. I cannot control my body. That means everything not belong to me. The only thing that belong to me is my soul, my spirit only.
Right.
That I can bring next life. Or even the money, or even whatever power, I cannot bring next life. So I never think, about the next life, what I gonna be. But what I would like to be, I would like to be the good Buddhist for the next life. And come back and reborn to have a good friend like you again to see. Because I do believe that I met you already.
Okay.
Sometimes you be feeling that,
Yeah.
brother, you have instinct. Sometimes
Yeah.
you met someone.
Yeah.
You never talk. You
Right.
can see his eye.
Right.
You feeling that this guy, it seems like we know like
Right.
100 years.
Right.
We feeling that because your mind and your mind,
Right.
spirit, daily spirit, and you have sila the same.
Right.
So that's why sometimes you have the good instinct. And when you have the good friend, you see the friend mostly have the very same common belief.
Sure.
Otherwise, you cannot be a good friend.
Right.
So therefore, I believe that I would like, to have good friend, born to be, in the good country like Mekong River Basin.
Okay.
I do hope, I pray, I was born in this land again.
Okay.
This is I was born in the
Okay.
great empire, of the
Okay.
Suvarnabhumi land.
That's
and
great,
to be the good citizenship of the Buddhists.
That's great, Khun Supachaya. Thank you very much for your time and sharing your wisdom on Buddhism.
Thank you.
And the schedule and the program for the Dharma Yatra. I wish you have success, and the success for not only Cambodia and Thailand, but success the whole regions of the Mekong, because we are same mother and same father. Thank you very much,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you. And okay, the last word, I would like to see, this great empire. You see, this empire is a great land.
Right.
Have the long history. Come on, more than 2,000, 3,000 years
Yeah,
ago.
true.
Especially, by king.
Yeah.
The Chaivaraman, the seven. So I do believe and I do hope that this land gonna be the great land again.
Right.
You see, not only for the nationality of Khmer, but to be a good brotherhood, to be a good leader in the Buddhism in this Mekong River basin.
Right. In
This
the
is
end,
what I dream.
in the end, the whole region is a peaceful place
Yes.
to live. Right?
Yes, we do
Thank you
hope.
very much, ladies and gentlemen. We end up the interview with the Khun Supachai Vurapuchung, who is going to lead the Dharma Yatra within Mekong River, Mekong basin soon, right?
Yes.
For the-
In October.
in
October, 15 October.
Next month, very
next
soon.
month.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณมากครับ
Thank you. โอเคขอบคุณอนุโมทนา